Today I've been highlighting two things in particular. One is the toolkit, which is about how public services identify young carers and how they work with young carers and how they improve their services. So the toolkit will hopefully lead to services being better able to meet the needs of young carers. And the other thing is the Young Carers Festival, which is coming up in September, which is an opportunity for young carers to have some fun, but also to meet each other and to meet policymakers and let them know directly how the services are responding to their needs.
I've been a young carer since the age of 6 and I care for my mum who's got bipolar disorder. Really what that involves is just like upkeep of the house, paying bills and also looking after my younger brother as well.
The Young Carers project I set up 13 years ago and it was to look at the numbers and circumstances of children and young people living in the authority who were possibly involved in care and had a caring role, and what I wanted to do was to try and talk to them and consult with them of what kind of things that they were doing and what levels of support that they required.
If there is one thing I've taken for this project, then this is it, realising that I wasn't the only young carer. Doing things for my mum that none of my friends seemed to do for their mum. It made me feel as if I was different. But realising that I wasn't different and there's other people out there that do the same things and more than what I do as well. Realising that it's not just you that does that, it's the biggest weight off your shoulders, and it gives you a bit more confidence. You feel better about yourself knowing that you're not so isolated.
This project provides a place that they clearly feel comfortable in talking to each other and talking to staff, so it is very important. The festival will do that on a bigger scale, and obviously young carers will meet each other from all across Scotland in a fun atmosphere, and that will be important because young carers need a break as well.
I went countless number of years before even realising I was a young carer. If I had been identified earlier, then I believe that it would have made a huge difference to my life, even though it's already made a huge difference in the 4 years that I've been involved. If I had been involved longer, I believe it would have made a much better impact. Really, the focus is just get into education, because that's where you're going to find young people in schools, and identify them as early as possible and just get them the help and the support that they need.